Well, if we reflect at the weekend first, how would you assess the overall performance and result?
Yeah, I thought it was an okay performance overall. Just feel like we lacked a little bit of clinicality in the final third. We had a couple of half chances. I think if we'd come out there with a 1-0 win, it would have been a sort of, you look back at it as a perfect away result, but didn't get the goal. Obviously pleasing to get a clean sheet, but the points are something to build on.
I asked the gaffer this as the last question. Did you feel like the referee gave a penalty in the last minute?
I didn't actually, no. I saw the ball go out and then was hoping for a corner, but then I saw one of their players saying it, like trying to shout, saying it wasn't a penalty, so I was thinking, oh, we might have a penalty here, but though it was all done and dusted quite quickly. The referee was shouting goal kick, so he cleared it up very quickly.
Yeah, it was kind of a strange one. I've seen a bit of footage showing an Oxford City player handle the ball with the ball going into the net. So did you expect at least a corner, I guess?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought it came off their player, but I was stood the other side, so I couldn't see the arm go up as such. I saw it hit his body, but I didn't see his arm. So yeah, I was shocked even when he gave a goal kick. So frustrating.
As you say, a clean sheet, and I suppose you coming into the side, that's the minimum you would have wanted from your performance and the team's performance, I guess.
Of course, yeah. Obviously, it's been a long time coming for me to come back in the team, and obviously, I want to do well and take off sort of where from Boise. Obviously, had to come out through suspension and continue obviously the good defensive record that we've got. So yeah, it was pleasing from a personal point of view.
I guess for you it's been frustrating not being in the team, but also understandable when you see how well the lads have been doing.
That's the thing. That's the thing with football. You do get very frustrated, especially obviously. I'm at a stage of my career now where obviously I want to be playing. I've probably not got too many years left in me, so you want to play every game. But like you said, you've got to take it on the chin sometimes because the gaffer changed it and he's stuck with the team, and I feel like it's obviously been rightly so because you can't fault the back four at all. Like they've all done very well, obviously every game. So yeah, it's just one of them. It's very frustrating, but it's more frustrating from a point of view where you want to help the lads, you want to be involved and win the games and try and obviously get promoted. That's the frustrating part.
I suppose in a respect, you are involved in most games, coming seeing wins out. I suppose in that, not as many minutes as you'd like, but it's still good to be part of that part of it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the gaffer's pretty good at that as well. Like he obviously recognises that he needs to change it at times to maybe see a game out. So it does. I know some people might not see it, but it obviously keeps people involved as well. It doesn't maybe always keep fans happy, but it keeps some players happy, and if it keeps the team morale happy and the winning streak going and the positive attitude, then that's always a positive, isn't it?
Yeah. In terms of your performance, are you happy with how you did? Obviously, a clean sheet speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, I think I felt quite comfortable in the game. I looked at the clock about 11 minutes. I thought it's going to be a long afternoon, but no, I felt comfortable in the game. I felt we were solid as a back four unit, and Ross in goal as well. I felt we were quite comfortable. But yeah, obviously I've been trying to keep fit, trying to stay on top of my fitness levels, and so ready for when I am needed, because it's a big end of the season for us, and we are going to need everyone.
You must have known it was coming soon with both Boise and Maxi on 9 cautions for quite a while. You must have known you have to keep yourself ready because it was coming.
Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously, the gaffers spoke to me a few times. Obviously, there's been a little bit of interest as well elsewhere. And I said, obviously, I wanted to stay to try and obviously help the team, to try and obviously elsewhere for my fitness levels, but I said I wanted to try and stay here because obviously I knew my time was going to come at some point. So yeah, it was important to stay on top of my fitness levels to help out the team.
And I suppose from that respect, you got obviously 2 games that Boise suspended, clean sheet in one. If you can get a clean sheet tomorrow night, you go Gaffer have kept 2 clean sheets, they need to stay in there.
That's the thing. Obviously, it's just going to hopefully give them a headache if we go on, like you said, win and get a clean sheet tomorrow. It's obviously going to give him more of a headache than he had already, because I think it's probably maybe the one position where you've got 3 established centre halves now, and like you said, we can all sort of play comfortably at this level.
You obviously played on the left side of centre half. How do you, as both right-footed players, how do you decide who's going to go that side of the pitch?
To be fair, it was obviously going back to probably last season. I sort of took it upon myself to play on the left-hand side initially, and I felt quite comfortable there. I quite like it because you can sort of open yourself up onto your more favoured foot, and then you've got the pitch slightly wider. You've got probably 75% of the pitch rather than the 25% on your left-hand side. So I do quite like it, to be honest with you. But yeah, it does take a bit of getting used to at times. But no, I prefer it overall.
And so when you say that, you've got the crossfield ping in your locker, haven't you? So it gives you the more avenue to do that, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I like to try and play forward quickly as well. My mindset is trying to look forward quite quick, so obviously it doesn't work always at times. Like I took a few out on Saturday, but no, yeah, like for my game it works quite well. Sometimes I do need to rein it in. Sometimes maybe play a bit shorter, but like I said, my mindset's always trying to play forward. So I see it pass and I try and do it.
Darlington tomorrow night. Thinking back to last season, it was 4-0 at home, win, 4-0 defeat away, and then earlier in the season, goalless draw. What are your assessment on the games we've played against them so far?
Yeah, obviously last season it was a bit of a strange 2 games, I guess, but the game we played this season, it was a tough game. They were a good outfit, organised. They knew how they wanted to play. They had a couple of good chances. We also had a couple of good chances, so it could have gone 1-0 either way, really, I felt, in that game. So it was a very evenly matched contest. So yeah, it'll be a tough game, but hopefully if we get the win, and then it takes Saturday's result, the 1-0, the 1 point from Saturday, it makes it even better, doesn't it?
In terms of tomorrow night, it's the last home league game under the lights at home. We've had good memories this season, good results, good performances under the lights, haven't we?
Yeah, I feel like it's always it's a tough place to come for any team. Like I've done it a couple of times, so I do know. But I think especially on a Tuesday night, it's a tough place to come because obviously we are a full-time outfit. We've got that fitness levels. We've got obviously the crowd behind us. So yeah, it's an excitable time for us as well as players. So hopefully we can thrive off that.
I know obviously the mantra is to look at one game at a time and things like that, but obviously drop points at the weekend with 3 points off Chester. How do you see this panning out at this stage? We're obviously in a better position than we were this time last season.
Points wise?
Yeah.
Are we? Okay.
Well, I think Tamworth were 12 points adrift at this stage.
Oh, okay,
season,
yeah,
so.
cool, yeah, sorry, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's the thing, obviously, it's hopefully, maybe from our experience from last year where we fell short, we can sort of rally as a group and take it to that next step. It's going to be, obviously, I think it'll chop and change. I think definitely throughout the last, how many games left? 13? Is it 12?
13, yeah.
13, yeah. So obviously they got 12 then, I guess. So yeah, say the last 12 games, I think it's gonna chop and change, definitely. But hopefully we'll have enough. Obviously when we do play them here, we'll have that advantage hopefully over them. So yeah, we need to be positive.
How much better is it to have it in our hands? Because obviously 12 points adrift last season is completely out of our hands. We've still got them to play. We've still got Kidderminster to play. It is very much within our grasp, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. We've just got to stay positive, and it is, like you said, it within our grasp, and take every game as it comes, and just try and get as many points on the board as possible, and then that game against them will take care of itself. and yeah, that's the big week, I think.
You say about lessons learned. Did the group kind of look back to last season and say we can't let it slip like we did last season?
Yeah, I think it's definitely showing this year overall. Obviously, from the gaffer, the chairman, down to everyone, sort of thing. It's a bigger push, should I say? It's a lot more, I don't know, professional environment. So it's like, yeah, we need to get this done now, sort of thing. Obviously, football doesn't work like that. Like we're Scunthorpe United, it's not a given that we get promoted, but we've got to have the mindset of we needed to give everything and get promoted.
Last one, do you prefer to be the chaser or being chased? Because obviously, if you look at the league this season, a lot of teams have been there and dropped off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I would probably say I'd rather have the points on the board, because it's never like especially at this level, it's never a given picking up results. You could have bottom of the league and get beat. It's a wild one, especially being Scunthorpe. Everyone wants to play us. I think we mentioned it the other day. Like we are everyone's cup final, so we've had that pressure from day one. So hopefully, the pressure now that everyone's getting to be everyone's sort of cup final, we should be adapted to that already. So hopefully that will work in our favour as well.